participate in such a wonderful program, oh God. And not forgetting we bring Real FM before you, God. We ask you, God, to touch every piece of equipment, oh God. Let there be no malfunction. And if there is malfunction, we ask you, oh God, to lay your hands that it can be repaired immediately because of the quality, oh God, of teaching and educating this radio station bring to each and every one of us in Grenada and by extension the diaspora. I bring the management and I bring the staff of Real FM before you, asking you, God, to continue to touch them as they do the daily job. Continue to give them the knowledge, the wisdom, and the understanding. And as our farmers left their home to climb the hills or across the rivers or the streams, we ask you, God, to protect them, O God, as many of them already left for the land, and many of them is on the way. And as they left the family behind, we ask you, God, while you protect them as they go, we ask you, God, to protect the children as they go to school, protect the wives and each and every one of them from an accident, harm, and danger. We bring our country, Grenada, before you, God. All I could ask in a time like now to have mercy on Grenada, Lord. Have mercy upon this beautiful island of ours. We ask you, God, to bless us. We ask you, God, to keep us. As the commuters leave from one place to another, I'm asking you, God, to grant them journey mercies on the road. All those that are sick in our different hospital, even in the mental institution, we ask you, God, to touch them, oh God, and heal them. As we further wait upon more of your blessing, as we further wait upon more of your goodness, upon your love, upon your understanding, we commit this program before you in the name of Jesus. Amen and amen.
Amen. Good morning. How are you, my friend?
Good morning, Mr. Donald. I am doing fine, son. How are you?
I like the fact that you're doing fine. You know that?
Yeah, sure.
You want to know why I like the fact?
No, I mean, if once you tell me, I accept that as a compliment.
You're not on top of the world.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Bang, bang, bang.
Mr. Donald, you could very be mischievous sometimes.
No, you usually say that you're on top of the world, and I can't stop that. But if you say you're fine, that means you drop down a lot, you know.
So why you couldn't tell me you were talking to me off air, man?
No.
Can you ask me how am I doing again?
How you doing, brother?
I'm on top of the world. I'm on top of the world, bro.
So I had to remind you. You see, I had to remind you where you're supposed to be. See?
Yeah. Thank you very much, man. Yeah. So how's the family? How's the children? Everybody?
My son. But to be honest, it's been like 1, 2, 3. About 3 days I haven't spoken to either one of them.
Okay.
Yeah, about 3 days.
No news is good news.
Well, I trust. When I don't speak to my daughter, that is good news. No money. Money spending. I mean, she's good.
I tell you, sometimes we feel that when they become adult, that is the end of the financial responsibility.
No.
Joking, making it just that, man. It's just that. My children does them with the Brooks, you know.
Yeah, when I don't speak to her for a while, that means she's good, really money, everything else.
Wonderful.
When I don't speak to my son for a couple of days, it means that he's hard at work.
Okay, wonderful.
So different.
So the nice thing, you understand the situation once you didn't get the communication from them.
Once I didn't get that communication.
Wonderful, Take care of yourself, man. One love.
All right. When we going to Cooper?
Well, we go talk about that, But that'll be next year, God's willing, because Christmas is here,
Yeah.
Yeah, tell me smart as when you come in to walk with my boots, right? I'll go run for you.
I think you have a special pair of shoes to run in that.
You can't run in like a pair road. Behave yourself, man. You don't know the terrain, man. Behave, man.
Okay, so what I would do, just stand up along the bottom and wait then?
Yeah, and holding it. Holding it for the sheep coming, boy. But they will strong, Otherwise, in the briar,
Yeah. You have to tie it on one tree.
Exactly.
And run it on the next thing.
Yeah, man.
Wrap it around the tree and hold.
But exactly. But I think you will know. But definitely that to be an extra on God's willing, eh?
Yeah. That had to be a next year
I'm
run.
really looking out for that, for that trip to Carrick. I'm really excited, especially with you. You understand? Yeah,
Yeah, and
especially.
then we make some roti and give away.
Nah, I could just make the return giveaway and
Yeah.
see all them trouble to holy ship.
No, that is okay, man.
All right. Well, remember, one ship for me, one ship for you. We go make your roti and give away. I hold me ship. I hold me ship, boy.
You holy ship for yourself.
I hold me ship with you.
All right, I'll give away roti.
Take care, bro.
Take care. One
One
love.
love, yeah,
Take
man.
care.
Yeah.
Good.
It's the number one.
Good morning, Grenada. Good morning, Caribbean. Good morning to the world. Good morning to every single one of you, wherever you are at this particular point in time.
Number one.
The name is Andre Donald. The responsibility has been entrusted upon me so as to ensure that you have a wonderful start to your radio world for yet another day. Our time is now moved on to 6 minutes, make that 8 minutes after the 7 o'clock hour.
Oh yes. The number one.
And just to remind you
Number one.
that the Come On Folk Festival, that's coming. That's going to be on the 8th, the 9th, and the 10th of December.
I'm talking to the youths of this.
As a matter of fact, this weekend
And those
is the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd.
lands.
So next weekend
1, 2,
is when the Come On Folk Festival will be.
Well, from the
If we get the opportunity, we probably see if we can sneak a talk to Mr. Robert White this morning,
after that,
who is the
flap white.
chairman of the organization that is responsible for organizing and planning and make sure things are in place in relation to
Yes.
the Come On Folk Festival. See if we can sneak him in this morning on our agricultural program
And they forget ugly.
and find out how things are going.
Everybody want to see.
Good morning, Grenada. Good morning, Caribbean. Good morning to the world. J Wonder FM inside of Fun City, Brooklyn. Good morning to all your listeners.
Everybody want to see the
Noise Radio. Are you locked on to us?
No.
Not sure. But I know J Wonder is there.
all you go with them computers.
I tell you what, though. I have a notice here to read, which came from the RGPF. And it speaks to temporary road closure in the village of Moncraven. And it says here, the Royal Grenada Police Force hereby notifies the general public and in particular motorists that the Moncraven Road in St. Patrick will be closed to vehicular traffic on November the 29th. Without it being, it started yesterday and it continues until December the 5th. The closure is necessary to facilitate the replacement of a cross culvert in the area by the Ministry of Works, Infrastructure, Public Utilities, Civil Aviation, and Transportation. We didn't have to say all that. Anyway, pedestrians are kindly advised to exercise caution when traversing that area. The RGPF and the Ministry thanks the general public for their cooperation and understanding and regret any inconvenience which may be caused. Right. Lovely, because I always cry out for information from the police in terms of what is happening, where it's happening, and what is taking place. However, there is an omission here that needs to be added. There's something needs to be added here. It speaks to the road closure in Moncraven. Moncraven is a big village, all right, and people need to know. I guess the people who live in Moncraven will know exactly where. But motorists like myself who have to go into Moncraven will not know where this road is closed. So where exactly in Moncraven it is, the road closure is, it happened as of yesterday. Where exactly? Can someone tell me exactly where in Moncraven? I think Drums is on the line. Drumsticks, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
What's up, girlfriend? Talk to me.
Good. Good morning to you. Good morning to the nation. I'm reading from the Word of God, Psalm 95. Oh, come, let us sing unto the Lord. Let us make a joyful noise to the rock of our salvation. Let us come before his presence with thanksgiving, and make a joyful noise unto him with psalms. For the Lord is great, and a great king above all gods. In his hands are the deep places of the earth. The strength of his heels is his also. The sea is his, and he made it. And his hands formed the dry lands. Oh, come, let us worship and bow down. Let us kneel before the Lord our Maker, for he is our God, and we are the people of his pasture, and the sheep of his hand. Today, if we will hear his voice, harden not your heart, as he is in the province, and as in the day of temptation in the wilderness. This is the end of the scripture reading.
And thank you very much, my dear. How are you doing today?
I'm good.
You're good. How are the children?
Everybody all right?
Who's home today?
Everybody gone.
Everybody gone?
Yeah, already.
Look at that.
Susan
Everybody.
gone, and my granddaughter with me and she and daddy here, and they gone already.
Oh, okay. So who gone to work, who gone to school,
No, I have no children going to school. I have no grandchildren. Uncles by my son, and my son have some go to school, but by my other children, no.
Okay. You're good, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good.
For the time.
So
Have a nice day.
You too, my darling. Take care of yourself, eh?
All right, bye.
All right, good. Drumsticks in the morning time drumsticks has become a staple on Real FM. Yeah, most definitely. She's become a staple at Real FM, and that is so very nice. Lovely lady. She's met her a couple of times. Yeah, wonderful individual. Yeah, I'm still waiting here for somebody to give me an idea exactly where in Moncraven is this road closure. Yeah, I'd love to know that so I can pass that information on, because it just says Moncraven Road, and I guess the person who's writing this is not aware of the village. Front street, back street, where in Moncraven? I'd love to know that. Oh, yeah, we did say we'll try to reach Robert, right? Didn't we? I wonder if we can. Yeah, I'm gonna try to reach him. But in trying to reach him, I also have to try to see if this gadget is going to work. I'm not sure. No. Huh. Yo. With Papa. Auntie Wo. I'm trying. Anyway, let me try to see if I can reach him. And then we'll try to have a conversation. Yeah, that might be a good thing. So it's Thursday, it's Agricultural Thursday, and we're expecting BJ to join us this morning, and he usually has great information that he can share with us. The other thing, though, too, is that it's now 15 minutes after the 7 o'clock, at around 20 minutes after 7, should be saying good morning to the folks at the Morris Bishop International Airport, the Met Office to be precise, and they will give us an idea of what the weather is going to be looking like within the next, say, 24 hours or so. Yeah, within the next 24 hours or so, we'll get an idea from the Met Office as to what the weather is going to be like. So if you stay with me, then of course you'll be able to have that kind of information if you stay with me. I don't know. There's a possibility that we may be joining with our friends at Sister Isles Radio inside of Carriacou this morning. I'm not too sure. I know definitely that they'll be joining the guys tomorrow. Me no. I don't believe I'll be on tomorrow, please God. I have a couple of things that have to be taken care of, so I need to deal with that. Right, so here we go again. And this is what we start with.
Your new Grenlec bill is even easier to read and still has all the valuable information you need to track and manage your usage.
Hey Mom, okay, your friendly tech support is here. So you got the new Grenlec bill? Let's take a look. The new bill makes it even easier to see your bill total, the due date, and much more. And take a closer look. It actually is a lot easier to understand. Let me show you. You can still see exactly what the charges are for, but in a great new format, it even shows how the cost of generating and delivering the electricity to you is calculated using your actual usage. And Mom,
Hungry, anyone? You heard about it, and it's finally here. Velma's Restaurant and Bar, located High Street Sateras in St. Patrick. They're open from 6 a.m. until midnight. Breakfast is available from 6 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. On the menu is roast bake, sawfish, and many mouth-watering items. Lunch is a close second, with items that can be grilled to your satisfaction. We have steamed fish and other seafoods too. For the health-conscious ones, we provide vegan and vegetarian dishes. Looking for something that will hit the spot? From 5 p.m. until close, come and enjoy our burgers and fries. At Velma's, we cater and host parties. We have an on-site bakery where you can place your orders for fruitcakes and other pastries. We also have local juices. Listen to Real FM for your daily menu to place your order in advance. Call us at 419-5622. That number again, 419-5622. Velma's Restaurant and Bar. Come eat lunch with us.
Grenada, as we celebrate 50 years of independence.
I love my Grenada.
Made in Grenada presents the celebration of 50 years of Calypso.
Open me a beautiful tonight, honey.
One stage.
No, not so fast.
One show.
Music holding me, controlling.
Grenada's best Calypsonians performing Grenada's greatest hits.
Don't take it out.
Sunday, February 11th, 2024 at 6 p.m. sharp. Grenada National Stadium. More information coming soon.
When the DJ play Peter Humphrey, she raise her hand and she tell me, making no place sweeter than home.
The public is advised that all retail banking units or branches of Grenada Cooperative Bank Limited will be closed at 12 noon on Wednesday, December 6th, 2023 to facilitate a general staff meeting. The bank apologizes for any inconveniences caused and reminds you that its e-banking services and Connex ATMs are available to serve you. Regular business hours resume on Thursday, December 7th, 2023.
Yes, agriculture is the number one. Number one, that's the number one. Oh yes, the number one. It's the number one. Why you disown agriculture? I'm talking to the youths of this nation and those wicked politicians, like they want to structure the plan. Well, from here to the revolution, agriculture was on top. Man Jack and didn't do too bad. After that, you know the whole thing flop. Why? Everybody want to sit down in computer and they forget agriculture. Oh yes, everybody want to sit down in computer. Agriculture, and they forget agriculture. Oh yes, everybody want to sit down in computer. You could live without clothes, and they forget agriculture. Everybody want to sit down in computer. I tell you just now, my brothers, all you go with them computers. Lord. We used to ship plenty nectars all the way down to Trinidad during the revolution. We used to use up all the fruits that we had. When the cocoa, nutmeg and banana was at the highest level, now the youth them don't want to take over from the elders and continue. Oh gosh, why? Everybody want to sit down in computer and they forget agriculture. Oh yes, everybody want to sit down in computer. Agriculture, and they forget agriculture. Oh yes, everybody want to sit down in computer. You Everybody want to sit down in computer.
I tell you just now, my brothers,
all you read them computers.
Continue to float the nation's boat this morning. This is Real FM Radio. Good morning, Jason Robertson.
Good morning to you, Andre, and good morning to our listeners of Real FM. Let's have a look at the weather for today, Thursday, the 30th day of November, 2023. At Point Selling, it is fair with some slight haze. A gentle breeze is from the east-northeast at 10 miles per hour. The barometric pressure is 13.6 millibars, which is above normal and rising. The present temperature, 26.3 degrees Celsius, relative humidity, 84%. Yesterday's maximum temperature was 31.5 degrees Celsius, and the minimum last night, 25.1 degrees Celsius. Over the past 24 hours, we had no rainfall at the airport. The total for the month so far, and for the month of November, 243.8 millimeters. Now for the public forecast for Grenada, Carrico, and PT Martinique. Valid for today and tonight. The weather is expected to be partly cloudy and slight hazy with the isolated shower, becoming partly cloudy to occasionally cloudy overnight with few brief to widely scattered showers. So this maximum temperature should reach 31.5 degrees Celsius. The wind should be east-northeasterly to easterly at 10 to 20 miles per hour. The sea should be slight to moderate with waves 3 to 5 feet in open waters. The tide is currently falling, will be low at 11:45 a.m. and high at 5:45 p.m. Sunset today 5:40, sunrise tomorrow 12 minutes after 6 o'clock. To repeat the forecast, the weather is expected to be partly cloudy and slight hazy with the isolated shower, becoming partly cloudy to occasionally cloudy overnight with few brief to widely scattered showers. From the Morris Bishop International Airport, Jason Robertson reporting.
Thank you very much, Jason. Have yourself a wonderful morning, yourself and the rest of the staff at the Morris Bishop International Airport. 25 minutes now it is after the 7 o'clock hour. Good morning, Grenada.
Yes, agriculture is the number one.
St. Patrick's Pharmacy. St. Patrick's Pharmacy. Looking for a wide variety of prescription drugs and over-the-counter medication? Check out St. Patrick's Pharmacy. Feeling weak and want a boost? Check out St. Patrick's Pharmacy for all your vitamin and mineral supplements, essential oils such as lavender, peppermint, eucalyptus, and much more. Medicated soaps, antifungal and antibacterial, all at affordable prices. Visit St. Patrick's Pharmacy today at its new location. Yes, a new location on Clip Street, apartment number 4 at the Ford Building. We are open Monday to Friday from 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call us today on 414-1954 or 442-0204. St. Patrick's Pharmacy, where quality medication costs less.
Ozone really gets it clean. Get with the Ozone family line of products. Ozone liquid laundry detergent, perfect for your semi or fully automatic washing machines, yet suitable for your hand wash, soft on your hands. Ozone disinfectant cleaner. It's the most powerful disinfectant and cleaner with a long-lasting fresh scent. Tackles every job around the house or office. Ozone detergent powder and ultra soft fabric softener gets your clothes clean with a natural freshness. Keeps your colors bright. Choose from the wonderful scents: soft flower, ocean breeze, and the new aloe vera. Keep your kitchen sparkling clean with the Ozone dishwashing liquid, Ozone sponges, and cleaning cloth. Ozone toilet bowl cleaner removes lime scale and kills germs while giving your toilet a refreshing scent. Ozone really gets it clean. Marketed and distributed by Calico, Frequente St. George's, and are available at shops and supermarkets nationwide.
Celebrate Christmas and New Year with the NLA's exciting You Must Win promotion. Spend $15 or more in a single ticket purchase on Daily Pick 3, Daily Cash 4, or Playway, and just like that, you have chances to win prizes valued at over $100,000. Winning is easy. Simply check your tickets for the words "You won," free cash, free phones, free tablets, or free Instacash tickets. But wait, that's not all. You can also win free raffle entries for chances to win not one but 2 cars in NLA's You Must Win promotion. Promotion runs December 1st, 2023 to January 31st, 2024. Terms and conditions apply. You must be 18 and over to participate. The NLA, making your Christmas and New Year dreams come true.
$150,000 in cash and prizes to be won. This Christmas is on us. Sign up in store or online today at discoverflow.co.
Looking for some place to be on Friday, December 1st? Well, I've got just the place for you. St. Patrick's Catholic School presents its annual Fair and Dance. Music by Just Gus and Selector Kevon. What time does it start? 1 p.m. There are lots of eats and drinks on sale. Bouncing castle, face painting. You're wondering if there's a bashment? Of course! Bashment price $5 from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. and adult parties are $15 from 9 p.m. to 4 a.m. Where? The school grounds, of course. Friday, December 1st. See you there.
Yes, agriculture is the number one. Number one, yes, the number one. Oh yes, the number one. It's the number one. Why you disown agriculture? I'm talking to the youths of this nation and those wicked politicians, like they want to structure the plan. Well, from here to the revolution, agriculture was on top. Man Jack and didn't do too bad after.
Well, I tried to get the guy.
Flap, why everybody want?
Not getting him, but I'm assuming that he will call me back. Yeah, because we want to know
agriculture.
How are things going for the Kamahon Folk Festival 2023?
Culture, and they forget agriculture. Oh yes, everybody want to sit down in computer. You put me through with a goal.
Alright, you know, usually I go into a little chit chat before BJ gets here. And I kept wondering to myself early this morning, what was I going to chat with you about? And even when I got here, I could not come to a conclusion of what to speak about. But then I got a call from a friend, and we had a little dialogue. And I thought about speaking about the growing health concerns. Speaking about that for a minute. Yeah, the growing health concerns. Now, somebody is called, and usually we accommodate our callers. So let's go. Good morning.
Morning, Mr. Dominic.
Good morning.
Top of the morning to you, sir.
Oh, are you that? Can I say something that only you would understand?
Go right ahead.
That was quick.
Yeah.
Let's do that right there. Let's do that one right there.
It was.
That was quick. Hey, yo. So,
hey, man.
I'm all right.
Yeah.
I'm all right.
There are a couple of things I wanted to raise with you this morning. I hope you give me a couple of things. Well, yeah, a couple of things.
Well,
I hope you give me an opportunity to squeeze it in.
All right, so here's
because
what.
I don't even know what your topic is this morning, but I just got up Then I wanted to
All
see
right.
our
So
show.
what are the couple of things you want to squeeze in? I want to make sure you get your things in.
All right, I wanted to speak a bit about the Come On Folk Festival.
Go ahead.
All right, we will do something more in detail, obviously, but I just thought I should take the opportunity to let people know that the Folk Festival is on. They will be here in the news. The ad is running, so I know there's an awareness, but in terms of the nitty-gritty, there is some exciting developments. I want to say now that the kids could stay tuned because we'll be having an opportunity for them to ride the train again. All right. May not be this Saturday. We may have to move it to the Sunday, but they're getting an opportunity to ride the train again. And as I said to somebody recently, there's a kid in all of us. I mean, this big kid here is looking forward to it too because I have not ridden that train at all. So I'm looking forward to the opportunity as well.
Well, let me ask you this question.
Mm-hmm.
You say the kids should be looking forward to riding the train again. Yeah?
Yes.
When was the train here?
That train was here about 10 years ago.
So the kids who rode that time, Robert, they're adults. What's wrong with you? You're losing it, eh?
So that fresh batch of kids will ride.
Right.
In addition to those who had ridden before and would look forward to a repeat.
Ain't nobody stay like you. Ain't nobody stay like you. You alone that stay like that.
Yeah, but the guys are all excited to come. So that is happening, right? For Saturday, well, Friday there's a Flambeau March, which is a march from McDonald College right down to the bus terminus. The bus terminus is a nucleus where everything is going to be happening. So marching go down there, and there's the official opening speeches from the Minister of Sport or Parliament representative up here, West and East. Have been invited, and they have indicated that they will be there. Plus, we also have privileged theater and some other drama and comedy pieces. And so that's on the Friday. Promises to be exciting too, an exciting start. The Saturday is a really big night because that's a night where we anticipate we'll probably get our biggest audience. We have most of our local acts from St. Patrick is going to be there. Looney Spark and Electrify, Boise, Terror Kid. Then we have the reigning Independence Monarch, that's Nivian Cox is going to be there too. We have the reigning Terra, is the reigning Soca Monarch. We also have the reigning Calypso Monarch, and that is our friend from St. David's. He's going to be there as well, Rootsman Kelly. Then the junior Calypso Monarch is going to be there. The young guy is Nilo or some so upon son. He's going to be there as well too. Lady Cinti is going to be on stage as well. Lady Cinti has a distinction or claim to fame is that she is Grenada's first woman Calypso Monarch. 1982 was it? Or 83? 82 or 83, one of those years there. So she's going to be on. And as well as we have on Sunday, there is a gospel folk night. So a lot of the church groups and organizations will be, singing on that night, but the emphasis on this night is on folk. So folk as in Negro spiritual, that kind of thing, folk as in other folk songs, that kind of emphasis on that night. And we also have a group from, Lord, the name always escaped me. Let me not say it. It's something starting with last something, but it's a dance group from Jamaica. And what I am excited about, apart from the fact that, it's a culture and so, but the captain of that dance group is a Grenadian who studied in Jamaica and has done so well that she was invited to be part of this. And she's a professional dancer. That's what she does as a living. And she is part of that group that is coming. They're doing a workshop and so in Grenada here. But it coincided with the festival. So they were invited to be part of the festival, and they agreed to. So that's in a nutshell, very quickly. There are other little nitty-gritties, but I just wanted to give a highlight. We will be on the radio and Real FM in the upcoming week, maybe 1 or 2 days. So folks will stay tuned.
All right. You said there are 1 or 2 things you needed to. That's one. The other one?
Well, they kind of one morph into the other, so that's it. That's it.
Okay. So I can go ahead with mine now.
Yes, you can.
Well, why do I need? I only call it to ask you about Come On Folk Festival. So. Done. Yeah, say 2 at one blow. They joking. Three at one blow. Blam. That done. But a couple of questions though.
Mm-hmm.
What's the cost of the train ride?
The cost of the train ride, we're still debating it because we intended for it to be minimal as in probably around $5 a person, $5 for adults and maybe $2 for the kids. But there is a chance it may be free, but it's not yet confirmed. But so let's say as of now, 5 for the kids, 5 for the adults, 2 for the kids. Minimal fees. Just really want to give people the opportunity to ride the train.
Good. I have an idea for you that can raise a bit of money. That part of the train ride now, you have to charge. You just indicated that there's it looks like the train ride is going to be on Sunday instead of Saturday, correct?
That's correct.
Good. It means, therefore, that now I'm taking it to mean that the train gets up here late. Well, late, but in the sunset to evening hours on Saturday.
Yes. They aim to be up here probably about 4.
About 4.
Yeah, might be earlier. A lot depends on how things go down there because there was a mix-up in the communication. Well, in what the guy understood. The guy thought the activity was this Sunday.
Oh.
This Saturday, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
So they were free. But they are booked for the next Saturday.
Okay.
Because there's a boating, and I know that's the primary source of revenue. They do the tours with the boats.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I think it's a small boat, and it's also a new boat, so they couldn't tell, they didn't have a gauge as to what amount of business they might have. And say if they finish early, they'll head up to Sutter's one time. So it is likely that they could get up here between 4 or 5, and they're still prepared even at that time to do a trip. But the bulk of the thing will be on this Sunday.
Well, I'm suggesting to you to sell that trip to lovers.
Mm-hmm.
You get me?
I'm with you.
Sell that trip to adults. Adults who would want to ride the train. Adults could be married, could be whatever. You sell it as a lover's trip. With a couple of stops at a couple of places where they can probably grab something to eat along the way, maybe some barbecue along the way or whatever, or some cow heel soup or some kind of something along the way, a couple of stops, a glass of wine somewhere here or there. And you market it for lovers. And what you can do is realize whether or not, how many persons does the train hold?
It depends on how many carriages they come with. That again is yet to be thing. The guys going to be up here on this Sunday to get an idea of the route, because I learned that the trains can reverse.
They cannot reverse.
They can't reverse.
Okay.
So they need to have place where they could do a total turnaround. And based on the route will determine how many carriages they come with as well. Maximum carriages are 3. They normally do 2 or sometimes even 1. One, it would not be too productive if you ask me, but let's say about 2 carriages minimum.
2 carriages minimum.
But those will be confirmed this Sunday. The guy is excited to come up here though. There's much I could say. I hear you on the trip about lovers. I'm thinking I have a better idea for that. Not necessarily now, but at this trip now. I want to focus on the kids. I think we should focus on the kids now. But that which you speak about, we chat off air.
But I'm saying to you, the night ride, it doesn't have to do with the kids, because remember they're getting up here after 4 or 5 o'clock.
I'm not sure if they want to do the night.
But I'm saying that you can get, if it means security and safety, you can speak to the RGPF and probably have them have one of their their cars or bike as an outrider?
Yeah, I would. That as I tell you, like great idea. But when I speak to you off air, you understand why I want to defer it.
Okay, I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear you loud and clear, my brother. Loud and clear.
Yeah.
Loud and clear.
Yeah.
All right. Another question. We've had Karakou before in this. I'm not hearing you mentioning Karakou.
They are. We have. I don't remember the name of the band now, because anytime I think of string band in Carriacou, is one band that's come to mind. Even their name I remember too, but it's not them. There's one of the other popular bands in Carriacou, but not the one who I think has records and been touring, and so it's not them. But we do have participation from Carriacou.
You do.
As a matter of fact, they carried to be playing on the Saturday somewhere around by Melvin shop, right? They're gonna be playing it during the course of the day. So, Carriacou is in the house.
Carriacou is in the house.
Mm-hmm.
All right, great idea to do it at a spot, but isn't it a situation that if you have a large crowd, then you're going to have a traffic problem?
Yeah, there's, if you have a large crowd, there could be a problem, but just about anything is a this.
Yeah, but I'm just looking here. Why didn't we just take it off the road and just cause the people to assemble differently? But if that's the way it's planned, that's the way it's planned. It's just that I'm seeing a congestion.
Well, we don't anticipate that during the course of Saturday that it probably will be that there will be a crowd and attendance, but I don't think it'd be of a magnitude that may cause any major obstruction to traffic.
Okay. All right.
Remember the buses and so that and the buses are
yeah. What are you doing with the buses?
The buses are intended to be on the bus terminus, not the bus terminus. Sorry, the breakwater.
As of when?
As of Friday evening, right? Because we'll need the space to start building that the sets and so by Thursday evening to Friday. So, but certainly by Friday night, yes. Friday, during the course of the day, the buses will be relocated.
Let's get this one straight, brother. Friday is when you start.
We start building on Thursday, but there is not going to be any obstruction. We don't anticipate there will be an obstruction to that place on the Thursday. So the buses will still be able to use the terminus on Thursday, but on Friday, no.
Okay. What happens if within the usage the bus gets damaged?
We don't anticipate that.
You don't?
We're sure that doesn't happen.
Okay, because I'm saying that if you're gonna start building, then you reserve the area and let the buses start using where they're using. But that, of course, is a police situation. It's only the police and yourself, your organization, that can decide this. But I just hope and pray that nothing happens in a situation like that.
We stay positive, buddy.
Yeah, that's what they say. Stay positive and things will be okay. Positively, what else do you have to tell us that will keep us interested in the Come On Folk Festival for 2023?
Well, we have, in terms of the Saturday night, we do have some interesting acts. As I said, I did mention the local acts. I forgot to include the regional interest as well. We do have Pink Panther. Pink Panther is going to be here. We know Pink Panther has been noted for some of his biting social commentary, but also on a humorous side. Miss Print the Calypso, that is a one that comes to mind immediately. Right, this is humorous. I Can't See, another humorous one again. So we expect Pink Panther is confirmed. So too is Lord Nelson. Lord Nelson's claim to fame is that he has some very interesting tune, King Liar, for the lion competition. All right, Disco Daddy, these are some of his tunes. There's another one, Foreigner, and he is probably one of the oldest Calypsonian alive and still performing. He's 93 years old. All right, and he's still on stage. And trust me, the last time I saw him, he was in his high 80s, and you would have thought that he was a well-groomed 60-something-year-old man.
Yeah,
a well-able.
There's a young man who lives in your area, Robert. Raymond, do you know him? Just going up to Farron's garage on the right hand side.
Oh, Raymond, that used to be the conductor on the bus.
Yeah. You need to make his day. That gentleman, when I'm working on Saturday mornings, would call me every Saturday morning to play a Lord Nelson for him.
You love Nelson?
What?
Yeah, well.
You need to make his day and say, look, I am going to get you to personally meet that man. You need to make somebody's day. Speak to him and say, look, I am going to get you to personally meet that man.
Yeah, we can do that.
You just need to do that. And if it's one person in St. Patrick you'd make happy, I'm sure it will be that gentleman.
Yeah, sure.
Right. So, looking forward to talking to you again, I do hope.
Yes, we will. We will, certainly. Because I said I didn't delve into all the little nitty-gritty, and so, but there's need for additional conversation.
This is the first time in my total career, which is next year is going to be like 35 years in the media. And this is the first time in 34 years, Robert, that I got thrown off when I planned something, because I planned to speak to you about Come On Folk Festival. You came on and wanted to speak. I gave way for you to speak. And I just lost all my train of thought totally. And that is what happens when you mentally plan. If I had done it on paper, I would have had it. But I mentally planned, and I had it down for you. I had my first question for you, and that would have rolled into a number of things, and you just threw me off track. I've learned one thing. Never ever give somebody the go-ahead on you. I've learned that, most definitely.
Just your friends, right? Just your friends. The good thing is it happened, didn't it?
No, it didn't happen the way I wanted.
Oh, the way you wanted it.
Yeah, the way I wanted it didn't happen that way at all.
Yeah, so stay in control.
Stay in control. That's the important thing. That's what I need to do. Oh, by the way, I'm gonna say in a way only you would understand. The pin. Tell your son the pin is fixed. The pin, it is fixed.
It's straightened.
Yeah, it's straightened.
Oh Lord, trouble.
Tell him the pin has been repaired totally. So you know.
Yes, so you should know.
Yeah, you should know.
Be one. To be informed is to be one.
Yes, to be informed. Yeah, so he knows that the pin has been fixed. Anyway, my brother, take care of yourself. Have a wonderful day.
You too, buddy.
Take care. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
It's real. It's 91.9, 91.5, www.drealfmgrenada.com.
Welcome to another program of Did You Know? A 5-minute feature from the Grenville Cooperative Credit Union. I am your presenter, Oscelin Crosby. On this week's program, we hear from the new manager of the Grandlands branch, Ms. Shirley Harris. The opening of the Grandlands branch forms part of a bigger plan for the GCCU, as expansion provides opportunities for employment and improvement in service. Speaking at the opening of the branch, Ms. Harris, who is no stranger to work in the financial sector, emphasized the importance of this new outlet.
It is very significant that we are finally ticking off one of the boxes on our strategic plan. And coming into Grandlands is a big deal. Grandlands, as we know, is the second capital of St. George's, right? So all of us need to be present in some form in Grandlands. So it is a big deal for us, and we look forward to being part of it.
Harris spoke to the credit union's focus of increased customer service delivery.
Credit unions, the philosophy of credit unions is people helping people. And I think once we embody that and we live that practice, from the time you walk into our doors, you're supposed to be treated like you are the only person that we have to attend to on that day. And that is the mantra that we're going to carry on in this branch and in the credit union as a whole. Everybody that comes in, at that point, you are the most important person. That is what we are striving for. And with that, everybody would feel special. Yeah? And that is what would set us aside. Because we know customer service in Grenada is not the best in most places. And that is where we can make a difference. Because we all offer the same services at the end of the day. So it's where you feel most comfortable is where you would want to do business.
Another feature which is expected to set the GCCU apart from its competitors is operational hours. With the established 8 to 4 operational hours now cultured in our society, the GCCU plans to create a new culture, one which encourages business.
Most places close at 2 or 3. So you get about 3 hours additional where you can do your business. So we understand that people have lives outside of going to work and just trying to run in your lunch hour and do 1 or 2 or 3 things. So that is the reason for us being available to you.
We are due now for a break. More when we return.
The Grenville Cooperative Credit Union, the credit union of Grenville, takes you where you want to be. Feel secure with the Credit Union of Grenville, taking care of all your financial needs, including savings, loans, mortgages, and sound financial advice. Serving you with branches on Jubilee Street in Grenville, Lucas Street in St. George's, and new, spacious, convenient, and modern facilities on Seton Brown Street in Grenville and Grand Anse. Call us on 442-8602 or visit one of our offices. With Grenville Cooperative Credit Union, the Credit Union of Grenville, your financial security is guaranteed.
Welcome back. If you are just joining us, we are sharing excerpts of the manager of the GCCU's Grand Anse branch speaking at the recent opening of the outlet in the south. Ms. Harris underscores the benefits of this new expansion.
That means expansion. It means growth in our youth, especially. Young people have no time to come and stand in the line. And I am not a young person anymore, but I myself don't like to stand in the line. So you have a debit card, you go to the ATM at any time, any hour, or you use your card at the merchant. So there's no need to come into the bank. And with the mobile banking, and you can transfer and so on the mobile banking, there's absolutely no need for you to come physically into a branch unless you need to see somebody face to face. So it takes away a lot of the time that you may have had to use to come in and see somebody or do a withdrawal or a deposit. It gives you more flexibility to do other things. And I think with that aspect of it, we can see growth because that is where we are lacking right now. That online immediate service, it's something we have to improve, and we're going to do that immediately.
We have saved the best for last. Here are some of the specials members can expect.
So over the next 3 months, we have some specials on registration of new members. I don't want to spill all the beans, but new members will be the requirement for membership. We would lessen it a bit, give them more time to become full members. There are actually some bonuses attached to new members as well. So that, I think, is an opportunity people need to jump on because you can get as much as $100 bonus as becoming a new member within the next 3 months. Also, we have additional interest on fixed deposits. So anybody doing fixed deposits within the next 3 months, they can get a little bit more interest than they would have gotten before. There's some stipulations, some little fine prints, but we'll be happy to explain all of it. And also on the loans, we have loan specials just for the introduction of the branch. So come and speak with us.
And that's it for this week. So until next week, I am your presenter, Ocelyn Crosby. Grenville Credit Union, your financial institution who values our membership and strives to provide exceptional customer service.
Let's start the replanting. The Tri-Island state of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique will move into full gear on November 29th. It's National Spice Replanting Day. Join the Ministry of Agriculture and Lands, Fisheries and Cooperatives. The National Spice Replanting Program targets farmers, householders, schools and communities. So get registered today and collect your spice plant. Registration forms are available at the Grenada Cooperative Nutmeg and Cocoa Associations and District Agricultural Offices. National Spice Replanting Day, November 29th, transforming the agriculture sector.
In an industry where customers expect quality, M&N Hardware Limited is a leader in locally manufactured aluminum windows, doors, roofing, and guttering. Our manufacturing division is efficient, flexible, and will always go the extra mile to surpass customer expectations. If you need security, sash, casement, or projected windows, we're able to do it. Our security and heavy-duty doors are state-of-the-art and can be customized specifically for you. Using innovative coating technologies and protective film, our roofing and guttering is weather-resistant, providing outstanding color retention for many years. Available in 24 and 26 gauge and a variety of color options. We are the leading company, a family that is proving to customers they can have their dream products. M&N Hardware Limited. Foundation to roof, let's build together.
The Grenada Tourism Authority announces the 2023 Gavin Clark Memorial GRW Sevens Charity Golf Tournament on November 29th at the Grenada Golf and Country Club. Open to all. Participants can join us for a US $100 donation covering a round of golf and a 3-course lunch. All proceeds will benefit the Grenada Cancer Society. Save the date, make your donation, and join us for a day of golf, goodwill, and giving back. Call or WhatsApp 1-868-680-4757 for more information.
The Samaritan School presents a fair and dance. 7th December, fair starts at 1 p.m. Bashment at 5 and costs only $5. Dance time 9 p.m. and the cost is $10. Music by DJ Mixmaster Brent and Just Gus. Performances by Terra the Governor and many more. Eats, drinks, games, face painting and bouncing castle are included. The venue, the Samaritan School. Absolutely no vending allowed. See you there. The Christmas breeze is blowing at Dominic's Shopping Centers in Fun City, Guave. Santa has brought everything you need this Christmas, including greeting cards, floor coverings, mats and rugs, mattresses, bed sheets, pillows and cases, a variety of household items, pots and pans, glass sets, mixers, blenders, toys, flowers, electronics including radios, Bluetooth battery speakers with lights and hi-fi, 4 and 6 burner stoves and refrigerators, washing machines, and much more. We have clothing and accessories for the whole family. Extra opening hours for the Christmas season. Call or visit us today on 444-8804 Lance or 444-9221 Down Street. Best wishes for the Christmas and a prosperous 2024. Dominic Shopping Center, the best in the West. It keeps getting better. Stores will be opened on December 24th, 2023.
The Grenville Cooperative Credit Union, the credit union of Grenville, takes you where you want to be. Feel secure with the Credit Union of Grenville, taking care of all your financial needs, including savings, loans, mortgages, and sound financial advice. Serving you with branches on Jubilee Street in Grenville, Lucas Street in St. George's, and new, spacious, convenient, and modern facilities on Seton Brown Street in Grenville and Grand Anse. Call us on 442-8602 or visit one of our offices. With Grenville Cooperative Credit Union, the Credit Union of Grenville, your financial security is guaranteed.
Yes, agriculture is the number one. Number one, yes, the number one. Oh yes, the number one, it's the number one. Why you disown agriculture? I'm talking to the youths of this nation and those wicked politicians, like they want to structure the plan. Well, from the revolution, agriculture was on top. Man Jack and didn't do too bad. After that, you know the whole thing flop. Why? Everybody want to sit down in computer, and they forget agriculture. Oh yes, everybody want to sit down in computer, agriculture, and they forget agriculture. Oh yes. Everybody want to sit down in computer. You could live with a clothes and
Yeah, everybody want to sit on the computer and forget agriculture. How? Not nice. Yeah, that's not a nice thing at all. Well, it's 2 minutes after the 8 o'clock hour. I don't know if my good friend BJ. I needed to check the outside to see if he's at the door, and probably I didn't open the door. I didn't leave the door unlocked for him. But no, I don't think so. But it never hurts to try, does it? Try and see.
Number one.
Uh-huh.
Number one. Oh, yes.
Yeah, I was about to do something, go into something, but kind of going to leave that alone. No, it wasn't a political something, it was just something I was going to say, but sometimes, you best just leave things alone. Yeah. Because, yeah. Keep it real. Real entertainment always lasts. Yeah. 91.9, 91.5 FM, www.therealfmgrenada.com. That's who we are. Established since 2004. And as our password yesterday was 19 and going. Yeah, that was the password yesterday. I wonder what's going to be the password for today. Yeah, I'm thinking. Maybe somebody can call me and give me a password for today. Is there anyone who knows? Is there anyone who knows? Yeah, can you give me a password?
We used to ship plenty nectars all the way down to Trinidad during the revolution. We used to use up all the fruit that we had. When the cocoa, nutmeg and banana was at the highest level, now the youth them don't want to take over from the elders and continue. Oh, that's why everybody want to sit down in computer.
Got a caller. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning, sir.
We have come a long way.
That's a password?
Yeah.
Okay, we
have come a long way.
Come a long way. See how nice I am? I even letting you guys choose the password. And people say I'm not good. I'm not nice. We have come a long way. So that's a password for today. All right?
Right, okay.
Thank you. All right, friends. Friends, I have some breaking news. I'm out of the land of many rivers. Is it land of many rivers? I think. Anyway, from out of... Okay, no, but this information, it has to do with cricket. And, the World Cup that is to be held in the West Indies next year. Well, in the Caribbean next year. Well, here's some news that is just breaking by reporter Andrew Mason. Listen to this and listen to this carefully.
It's my understanding that Dominica, because of lack of money, may not host matches in the upcoming World Cup. When I asked President of the Dominica Cricket Association, Clement Marsley, about the matter, he simply said, it's looking that way. I'm told that correspondence from Dominica to Cricket West Indies is confirming that Dominica is unable to host. Last Tuesday on the Mason and Guest Cricket Show, CEO of Cricket West Indies, Johnny Graves, said he was having problems in getting the World Cup itinerary together. The cricketing world awaits to hear from Cricket West Indies.
Breaking news. Andrew Mason, thank you so very much. Yeah, 365 rivers is what Dominica has. Yeah, so it looked like the land of many rivers may not be able to host the World Cup matches that they are supposed to host. Is it possible that Grenada can pick up the slack? Minister of Sports, do you think it is something viable, something that we can do here and do pretty quickly in terms of picking up the slack from what Dominica cannot host so we can take it over? Come on, think about it, Minister of Sports. I'm not saying that you should do it. I'm just saying, think about it. What is the possibility of us picking up the slack? Because, we had a situation where we don't have any cricket. Now we have an opportunity to have some cricket.
Number one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can it be done?
Oh, yeah.
Minister Redhead, pick up your phone and call somebody.
It's the number one.
I don't know who to call. Call Ray Roberts. You know a lot of things. I really can't tell you who to call, sir. But call somebody and find out, hey, can we pick up? If you do that, Minister, let me tell you something. If you are able to pull that one off, that's going to take you off the hook in relation to the bus stop that they fence. If you could pull that one off, nobody will bother about the bus stop that they fence again. They're saying, yes, run, handle cricket well. So let it be known that I told you how to get out of this whole bus stop fiasco that you put yourself in. You understand? You can do so and rise above this one if you are able to grab the cricket that Dominica cannot host. Speak to Cricket West Indies. What's his name? Dwayne something, who is in charge of cricket in Grenada here? Yeah, he's on the what you call it? I think he's on the WICB. Dwayne Gill? Is that it? Can somebody help? Come on, people, help me. I don't know everything like that. It is cold in New York. Is it? I believe. It is cold in New York. Yeah, Dwayne Gill. He is the HNIC of cricket in Grenada, and he holds a position on Cricket West Indies. Yeah, so Minister, speak to Dwayne Gill. Good morning.
Hello.
Hey.
Morning, Mr. Angelo.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, I think you are right. Dwayne Gill is supposed to be the head of cricket in Grenada and also a member of the West Indies board. So you're right.
Thank you.
There's something I want to raise this morning. I don't know if you have an agriculture program.
Yes, it is agriculture. It's just that I usually speak before BJ gets. When BJ gets here, then we dive into agriculture. But if you have something that is related to agriculture.
Right. So if you are in that, let me raise a point that I heard this morning. And when it's agriculture, I will try to get back in. Now, I heard a gentleman call this morning and songs to be a pastor. And I was talking about, yes, the church and government are separated and have gone using the words more or less what the Prime Minister used, that the church and government have been separated.
How is that related to agriculture?
No, I said I'll raise that, and when the time comes, I'll raise the agricultural point.
No. Let's stick with the agricultural point.
No, but you just said that you raise other things.
No, I said when BJ gets here. But if you're here and you're talking, we're cutting all other things and we're going into agriculture. No, it's just that I do that because I don't have anybody to parlay with in relation to agriculture. But you have come now. You're an agriculturist. We dive in straight into that.
No, I prefer to wait until BJ comes.
Okay, then do that.
And I was using the opportunity.
Don't use that opportunity. I'm sorry, my friend. Don't use that opportunity.
Different strokes, different folks.
Say that again?
Different strokes, different folks.
I didn't allow anybody else to do it and I took it away from you. I allowed me to do it.
Yeah, same difference.
Okay, if you look at it that way, then
different strokes, different folks. Same difference.
No problem, brother.
No problem.
One love. Real 91.9, 91.5, www.therealfmgrenada.com. Oh yeah, the people, they went around. Mina Booker. Oh yeah. Mina, they went around, they were delivering spice trees, pimento, and I've never seen a pimento tree. Have you ever seen one? I've never really seen a pimento tree in terms of in full bloom. I don't know, is it how do you harvest pimento? Do you harvest, does it bear fruit? Do you do the leaves? Do you do the bark like how you do the cinnamon? I would love to know. Does anybody know how they do pimento? Is it a fruit that the tree bears, or is it a situation that you do the bark, or you harvest the leaves and have it grounded? I don't know. Can someone help me?
Culture, oh yes, everybody want to sit down in computer. Agriculture, and they forget agriculture.
Just to let you know that this program comes to you the compliments of the friends at Gittins Home and Garden Supply and Twine de Beauregard Industries. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Hi.
Drumstick. I went to a meeting on agriculture, about agriculture in beans of a label. And they were talking about the same thing. So you could check in Anthony Beauregard and he will tell you everything about it.
About the pimento?
Yes.
Does it bear fruit? Do you know?
I really don't know.
You don't know too?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, darling.
Okay, all right.
Okay, good, right. Yeah, that pimento thing. Does someone know? I'd love to know. Clifford, do you know about pimento? You can give me a call back and find out if you know about pimento. Yeah. I know cinnamon, that you do the bark, but cinnamon leaves, I understand, that also has some properties in it that can be used. But pimento is the one I don't know. I know it's like a powder, but how do you get the powder? Is it that you grind the leaves to do the powder thingy? Good morning.
Yes. Pimento is just like...
Your radio, check it, please.
Pimento is just as clove.
It's just as clove.
Yeah, the little round ball at the end, just like clove, and you can grind that.
Okay. Do they also use the leaves?
Yeah, you can also use the leaves.
Okay.
Just like clove. Right?
Pimento. So is it a very small fruit or a big fruit?
No, it's a tree like a clove tree.
No, the fruit.
No, it's like a little ball. More, they don't get very big.
They don't get very big.
No, just like how the cloves grow in clusters. So the pimento is in clusters at the end of the branches.
Okay. Fantastic. So
it could be grind and make it into powder form.
Okay, you grind it and you make it into a powder form.
You could season up meat and so on with it, preserver and whatnot.
Okay. Well, thank you so very much, my brother.
Right.
And as you've called, your friend just stepped in, so you can raise your substantive point right now. BJ, good morning. Clifford is on the line.
Morning, Andrew. Morning to Mr. Clifford. Morning to the listening public.
Morning, Mr. BJ. Yeah, okay. In terms of the agriculture, we understand that the planting of this spice tree, I don't think it's gone yet, but plant was made available. I have not seen the extension officer, so I don't know if I think they say that some plants will be given free. But I'm not aware of how much plant they're giving free, what kind of plant they're giving you free, if you selected or so, because I tried to contact my extension officer on more than one occasion and it was fruitless. But what is the procedure? Is it that farmers, they talk about a form to sign. How many plants does the farmer to sign that form for? And what amount of area you have to have for people to receive plants, if you're aware of that, Mr. BG? Because while I hear it on the air, but I don't think they give the kind of details that people really want to see. Yeah, where they talk about where you should plant the certain spice and where you shouldn't plant certain spice, the low area and high area. Who selects that? Does the farmer select that, or the extension officer select that? I don't know if you have some ideas on it, Mr. BJ. I would like to hear.
BJ?
In relation to the planting of spice, I think the government is embarking on spice production. And in relation to the area where it should be planted, this can be solved by just one phone call. If you call the Ministry of Agriculture and you speak to the Chief Agriculture Officer, or you speak to Mr. Thompson, one of those guys, I'm sure they might be able to help you with such. Even if you call your local extension department, you should be able to get relevant information with regard to the same. I don't think that's a complicated thing. However, I don't think farmers should be worried about those too much. Normally when you have those kind of project, a lot of the planting materials stay behind. I'm sure they would have more plants than in excess of what they would or they want to plant.
Well, I know that they gave out plants through my friend Johnny Charles. I know that they gave out plants on Tuesday close to the Anglican school. And I think it was one plant per person. So I don't know if that was just for that particular area, but if you had a farmer who had the land space and wanting to get into spice, I don't know if that there was a different arrangement for that farmer.
Well, I don't think if somebody wants to give you one plant per person, they're going to make a big thing out of it, except you want to play politics with it. This don't make no sense that one person get one plant. This does sound strange to you?
It was said that they want every Grenadian to get a plant, to have a plant. So I did try contacting the person that's responsible for my area on more than one occasion, and for the last thing she told me that she was busy when they were distributing plants and so on, and she had to put it on and she plan for the next week or what, and that never happened.
One plant per person. 100,000 plants?
Huh?
100,000 plants? One plant per person?
That's what was said.
And if your household have 20 people, you get 20 plants?
Farmer, every person should get a plant. Should plant a spice. So I'm saying that I haven't got a one-to-one discussion with any extension officer. So I heard little advertisement and you said about the chief extension officer. We knew that Mr. Thompson was the chief extension officer. We have not heard Mr. Thompson in the air for the longest time. So I don't know if he's still in the ministry or who is. We heard about Miss I can't remember, but she was not the chief extension officer. So I don't know who is really responsible for chief extension for extension work in the ministry. Are you aware if Mr. Thompson is still working? Mr. BJ?
I am not aware as to the construct of the Ministry of Agriculture. They should have a website, and those information should be found there.
Are you sending Clifford on a website, BJ? That's not nice.
I'm not sending him.
If he send me, I wouldn't go steal it. So he will be I wouldn't be going.
That's not nice.
I'm not sending him there, Andre. I'm just making the point that sometimes that's where you have to delve in order to find relevant information. Things that are not useful, you'll find them circulating all over the place. And those that are useful, they are hidden in a corner. Sometimes deep down in some web page or some domain somewhere.
I know that there was an ad out in relation to the distribution of the spice trees. I can't say that I listened to the ad, because me not necessarily having space to plant, so I did not pay attention to it.
Andre, when you are thinking about food production,
I have spoken to two extension officers, two ladies, and the first one told me that she's not the person responsible for my area. So I am in Guavi State, the way we call it Market Square. So from Market Square, going on to the other side of Guavi State, which we refer to as Central. Our next extension officer responsible for that area. I don't know how far up they go. And the bottom side of that now will be Douglaston, Mongrambi, whatnot. Our next extension officer.
So you have 3 in Guelph? 3 in St. John, sorry? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, more than 3 in St. John's side.
That is how it has always been?
We have more than 3 extension officers.
I'm saying, I'm asking the question, is that how it has always been?
I can't remember the composition of it, but it's between, well, the office is in Black Bay. So from, I don't know how far down they cover, but from Black Bay to go right back up to all Victoria, the extension officer on the western side is responsible for that area. And I'm not sure of how much extension officers they have now. I know of 2 female. I know of 1 male that living in lower down me, and he's not the officer for this area.
Okay.
So I know of officer around me.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Cliff. Have a nice morning.
Same to you.
Good. BJ, what's up, bro?
What's up, Andre?
Yeah. I see you with a bag and everything this morning. These Thursdays you come in a bag like you have a next place to go after here.
Many places.
Oh, many places.
Harvesting bananas.
Oh, you harvesting
bananas this morning.
Oh, okay.
I have to get to do some business elsewhere.
Okay.
I'm a whole heap of juggling this morning, Andre, as per usual.
How's the harvesting going? How's the
Very
harvesting
good, Andre.
Is it a situation that there is there a glut on the market, or you just about able to control the market, or supply the market, I should say?
We're supplying the market, so to speak.
You're able to supply the market, so there's not necessarily a glut on the market in relation to bananas.
There is a scarcity still.
Oh, there's a scarcity still. Wow. Do you buy bananas from other people to ripen?
Do buy bananas from other people.
And is that going well?
Going very well.
Are the farmers satisfied with the price that you're paying them?
Very
BJ?
satisfied.
With the price you paying?
Since they continue to sell for me, they are satisfied.
No, it's probably there are nothing else. There are nowhere else to sell.
There are other people who buy bananas, marketing both still buy bananas, Andre.
Oh, they ripen still?
There are a few people who still ripe bananas.
Oh, okay.
I'm not the only person. I don't have the monopoly for that.
I thought with the passing of the gentleman and the fire that took place at his thing, that would have I didn't know that marketing board was still into the ripening business.
Used to be a major purchaser of bananas, but other people used to buy bananas and still continue to buy.
Okay, and ripen.
And ripe bananas.
So it's a pretty good trade still.
Yes, people still consume a lot of ripe bananas in Grenada.
Do we import ripe bananas or?
No, we don't.
We don't? Grenada doesn't?
No.
Wonderful. That's great news. At least there's something that we don't import.
Very perishable, easy to spoil.
Yeah. So it's probably because of that they don't import it?
Probably.
Probably. All right. So, what else is happening agriculturally by your side?
Agriculturally by my side. Notice a lot of people are still farming and indulging farming, which is good. We're having fairly good weather these days. And as young people are maximizing what they can do based on the weather pattern.
I'm not seeing a lot of watermelons on the market. What's wrong?
Sometimes they don't grow well. Depends on the climatic condition. And because watermelon is a really heavy feeder, remember, most people have a definite parcel of land. And if you continue to plant watermelon in the same area, you're going to exhaust the nutrients. And the watermelon will start, you're having diminishing effect. It will start getting less and less and less until you hardly get anything. Because of the quantity of nutrients that the watermelon plant takes up, they recommend that you should wait between 3 to 5 years after you plant watermelon in one area before you go back and plant it. That's a long time.
That's a long time, BJ.
Very long time.
3 to 5 years.
That's a very long time.
If we're going to wait on that then I might forget what a watermelon look like.
Hence, we have to be innovative, creative.
Can we add nutrients to the soil?
You could.
Excuse me.
But even that takes a while.
Takes a while for it to absorb it.
Well, not just absorb. What happened, Andre? The soil normally it's a balanced entity. And when you create imbalance by taking up of nutrients, you can change your pH in the soil also. So sometimes you have to regularize that because those plants function better under specific pH condition.
Okay.
Like most vegetables tend to grow in slightly acidic soil. Not too acidic. And some of the soils are very acidic. They need liming. Some of them need resting. Some of them need following. Because besides the nutrients, you have microbial activities. You have other chemistry that takes place within the soil that you want to maintain. And even with the use of heavy fertilizers and pesticides and, herbicides and those kind of things, Andre, you can actually damage your soil by doing such.
We have a call online. Let's say good morning. Hi, how are you doing?
Good morning, and how are you?
Can you lift the voice, please?
I say good morning, and how are you?
I'm okay. Because I'm asking you to lift your voice because I am using headphones. The person who's listening at home is not using headphones, yeah?
Okay.
Yeah, great.
Thank you.
Talk to me.
Yeah, concerning the plant distribution, yesterday I understood that they had in Victoria.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the same thing they said. The notice said one plant per person, per household then. And I find that it's so ridiculous because if you had nutmeg, pimento, and clove, I don't know if there was another one, but I remember these three. And I want to get one each. I could only get one plant. That is so ridiculous. That had no sense in it. Because as a farmer, you want to have a plant of every variety. So that didn't make any sense. And for BJ, what is the best soil for planting watermelon?
Watermelon tend to grow best in sort of a sandy loam soil. They don't like heavy clay. And if you're going to plant it in heavy clay soil, like what we predominantly have in Grenada, you would have to deal with proper soil preparation. You would have to have deep plowing. You would have to have good drainage for irrigation and all of those kind of things. In fact, you should probably apply some organic manure too when you're using heavy clay soil. Heavy clay soil tend to hold water, nutrients. They don't like to release it. And when rainfall, they don't allow oxygen to go to the plant root.
Okay, so like I use, the manure that I use is pen manure, right? So I could incorporate that in the clay soil or what we call the heavy soil, and that would change it?
It will help. Yes, it will help change the structure, the texture of the soil. And that will help to retain water when it's fairly dry. It will add nutrients. It will cause microbial activities. Whole heap of benefits you can get from adding organic manure to the soil. Ideally, there is no substitute for pen manure. And ideally, you should, especially if you're doing vegetables, you should incorporate some if you have it in the soil. It does help.
Yeah, I do that with my vegetables, but I want to try some watermelon. So that is why I was wondering, because my husband telling me it wouldn't grow in the soil that we have. And I see pumpkin growing, so I want to know, well, it's a vine like pumpkin, so I thought it would have been good.
Similar, different crops. Pumpkin by nature, slightly different. Let me tell you what happens to the pumpkin. Pumpkin would send out, watermelon does that to some variety, do it more than the others, but pumpkin does that quite a lot. If they're sending out the vine, and the vine tend to run very long distance from where the source of food is coming from, like where you plant it, at the nodes of the pumpkin, they tend to send down little roots in the soil. So they feed at different points.
I've noticed that.
You shouldn't try to look at that. especially if they is getting or that localized area have a lot of water. They tend to send down some little roots and they feed from those areas, so they get feed from different points.
Watermelons don't.
Some. Hardly. They don't like to do that. They tend to like to feed from the source.
From the source.
Yeah. Pumpkin, don't take chance with that. Think about the size of a pumpkin and think about the quantity of nutrients that the plants would have to take, and not just would have to take. Think about the distance that nutrients and water would have to travel to get to the leaf to manufacture food. And plants would adapt and adjust to suit those kind of conditions and for their survival of the species. So they make that adoption. A lot of plants does that, a lot of vine crop does that.
Thank you. Bless you.
Welcome.
Okay, one love. That was a big lesson there, BJ.
You didn't know that?
No.
No, you know.
No, I know. It's a big...
That's why a lot of people tend to use overhead irrigation, over drip irrigation when they're doing watermelons. They don't understand the logics in it, but they tend to think, you grow better with overhead irrigation. Yes, because you're wetting the entire area. Not just that. The soil is much cooler when you use overhead irrigation.
Instead of drip
irrigation. You conserve more water, use less water when you're using drip irrigation.
Yeah.
But overhead irrigation, ideally, watermelon, a lot of watermelon variety prefer those.
We have another caller here. Good morning. How are you doing? Hello?
Good morning, Mr. Donald.
Good morning, sir.
I have a big problem when it concerns to thieving. There's a big rise right now in thieving people animals. And this is a big concern to me because I rear animals and it's a concern to me. As a matter of fact, my neighbor lost 2 of his ram goats a couple of days ago. And there was one of my other neighbor who was looking for his ram sheep. And I understand there's a lot of thieving as well in other communities. My neighbor able to get back his ram goat, but he had to able to get the source of whoever take the ram goat and them. And one of the gentlemen who thieved the goat, who drive the vehicle, the cost that they paid for the goats, when they go back to collect back the goat, to drop back the goat for my neighbor, he asked them to drop it in the police station. They did not do that. They drop it up at a specific place, and they had to pay the person more. So they sell it for $500, they had to pay $700 to collect it back. And this is a big concern right now, the rise of thieving people animals around this time. So I pray that whoever is buying animals from people and people that buying meat and stuff, they have to be very careful. Be very, very careful. Because I have my animals around here and it's a serious concern to me. So I just plead that, the people who thieving people animals, they have to try to stop that. That's a serious concern to me. Because to raise animal around this time, it takes a lot. It takes a lot, Dre, and it's a very serious concern to me. My second point is that not seeing much orange around this time, BJ. We have lost oranges. Throughout my football career, vitamin C was a very vital thing for me when I play in football. And I'm not seeing oranges like before. It's a serious concern. We are losing all the fruits that we had in the past. How can we be able to revive that? Anyway, blessings to you both this morning.
All right, good. Thank you, Bendy. Oranges,
Andre. We had some disease that destroy a lot of our citrus in recent time. In fact, I went to Maribor a few years ago at the propagating station, 2 years ago, 3 years, and asked for orange plants, and they said, BJ, we have a disease that is affecting our oranges here, and we aren't doing plants because of the fear of propagating it, of propagating plants with disease and giving people, you're actually spreading the disease because the area may not have it. And by taking disease plants and bring there, you can have serious problems.
Did you have a problem with that statement that you just made?
Explain.
Yes, they know that there is a disease. Are you telling me, bro, that they're not able to develop a strain that deals with that particular disease so that so that when they're selling you plants, it might not be the oranges that you're accustomed with, but it is definitely orange. It's an orange still. Are you saying that this is how far back we are?
We're not really far back. There are some diseases that you don't want to reach your land.
You don't what?
You don't want to get in your country. You don't want to have in your country. And when you do arrive in your country, you have serious problem controlling it. And that's one of them. In fact, in the U.S., developed country, Florida to be exact, they had serious problem. Destroy the whole, affect the whole citrus industry in those places. Trinidad had similar problems. Jamaica have similar problems. Grenada is one little place. As you have one little disease popping up your head in St. Patrick's, people in St. George's have to hold them head and ball because it's people move about, they move disease around, and you can have those kind of problems. Hence the how do they quarantine people? That's what they call them.
Yeah. That's people who are at the airports and the seaport and so on.
They have a serious task at hand. In fact, I wanted to bring in some coconut out of Guyana. They produce fruits nuts in 18 months.
No, interesting.
Yeah. And they said, BG, you can't bring it in. They have disease in Guyana. And if you bring it in here, chances are it can affect the whole coconut industry here. So I had to abide.
Wow. Be that as it may, BJ, then there's a need for the Ministry of Agriculture to step up their, should I say campaign? No, their awareness, step up the awareness of people in relation to not bringing in fruits and vegetables and other stuff from other countries.
Yeah, people still hide under
People
those.
still doing it.
Or they still put seeds, untreated seeds in bags and, carry it in your country. And they can have serious problem emanating from such. Those activities should not be allowed.
We have a call online. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Andrea.
Yeah. Can you speak up, please, sir?
Yeah, I have a question for you, Jake there. Growing up, nutmeg trees used to be planted in the mountain. Do nutmeg trees could be planted lower down, like, say, St. George's side and the lower side where the sun more, the conditions are different?
Of course, nutmegs can grow in dry areas, like St. George's. In the hillside, because it's a tree crop, you get more rainfall. It tend to grow, faster and stuff like that, because of the climatic condition, the microclimate that might exist in that particular area. But nutmegs can grow almost everywhere, even in granards.
What about the spices, the spice trees?
You mean like cinnamon?
Yeah.
All of those can grow everywhere in hard, dry lands. They tend to do better in the middle belt area, where the rainfall is not exceedingly high, but good enough, because most people plant those tree crops and they tend to think it's a hardy something and they just put it in the ground and don't really bother with it. Well, that's not the way you actually do tree crops. You have to treat it as though it's a normal crop, and you have to provide the nutrients and water for it to grow properly. Plants do need those. So if you keep wetting your nutmegs every morning or every evening, because they have good root system, you probably don't have to do it every day, but you have to ensure that water is available. Or the plants wouldn't be able to carry out photosynthesis and grow. People plant those things and they don't give it even a drop of fertilizer. They just leave it there. Well, no, they need nutrients too. They want to manufacture food. But those things are able to grow almost everywhere in Grenada.
All right?
Okay then.
Thank you. Spices can grow almost everywhere. I love that you said. I love the fact that you said you can even plant them in grandlands.
Yes.
You can even plant them in grandlands.
We have nutmeg tree growing. The other nutmeg tree planted in Lagoon Road, growing in the Nutmeg Association compound. They had it as a display tree. I don't know if it still exists. It was huge and looking really great and growing really nice.
In Lagoon
Road, yeah.
Kirani James Boulevard.
Kirani James
Road. Yeah.
Boulevard.
I remember I used to see that. I'm not too sure if it's still there. I haven't been there for a while. Yeah, I haven't been there for a while. Interesting. 4420175. You can call us if you have a question, a comment that you'd like to share with us. Meaning the comment or a question that you'd like to ask. Feel free to do so at this time. Good morning, Grenada. Good morning, Caribbean. Good morning to the WORLD. BJ, I've just been sent a message here by someone saying that, hey, you know what's happening? People are going around, they're renting vehicles. And they're using these vehicles to steal animals.
Yes, Andre, this happens.
Wow.
They rent vehicle to steal soursop. They rent vehicle to steal other crops. They rent vehicle to steal animals.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
This is really crazy.
It is crazy. We have to be a bit more vigilant. We have to be more united in tackling those kind of problems. Law enforcement have to step up a bit. Minister of National Security, because it's a national security issue, you have to, ensure that those things cease to happen.
This is crazy. But how can we mitigate against that? As you say, be more vigilant.
And operate in a collective way. Police and law enforcement and population need to have, take a united effort in handling those kind of problems.
Wow.
One person cannot do it, or one department cannot do it. The police alone can't do it by themselves. I have no doubt about that. Just how people are, adopting and adjusting to certain things, so the thieves are. And, you have to be, innovative to combat the activities. You have to be creative. Or else they're eluding you all the time.
Yeah. We take a break, friends, and we'll be right back. Stay with us.
I'm talking to the youths of this nation.
Gittins Home and Garden Center, your main pillar for agricultural supplies in Grenada. We supply fertilizers, herbicides, seedlings and nursery supplies, diesel water pumps, walk-behind tillers, organic and environmentally friendly agricultural inputs. We're serving you from 2 locations, at Birch Grove and booth 34 at the Vendors Market in Grenville. Cost-effective agricultural solutions for all your needs. Visit Gittins Home and Garden Center for the best in everything agriculture. Call us on 409-2175 or 438-4337. Gittins Home and Garden Center, from your farm to your backyard.
It is said, the proof of the pudding is in the eating. Therefore, the authenticity of the beverage can only be acquired in the taste. A taste which is original to Antoine de Beauregard Industries and comes from a combination of spices and local rum, which can hold its own all over the world. Woodman, a strength which speaks for itself. A taste which stands out from the rest, bottled with care, which speaks to perfection. Try Woodman today and be stunned by a flavor as never before. Let your palate savor that which is produced locally. Do not be deterred by substandard products. Our taste speaks volumes and sets us apart from the competition. You will be satisfied with every sip of our product. Say rum, say Woodman, feel satisfaction. Now that's quality.
Yes, agriculture is the number one. Number one, yes, the number one. Oh yes, the number one. It's the number one. Why you disown agriculture? I'm talking to the...
It's real, it's 91.9. Just moving to our last 10 minutes here, BJ. BJ, I have a farmer here who's making a request to you. He say he make the request so long that, you getting tired.
That should be Mr. Hubert White.
Yeah, you know.
That's my brethren.
Yeah.
I meant to give him a dozen plants a year ago. So you can tell him...
BJ, what happened? What happened? No, BJ. Now, a year,
1 year ago.
So what really caused that? That is not like you.
The others, Andre, sometimes you deal with the big ones first.
Okay.
Tell Mr. Hubert White, because I owed him the plans for such a long time, he can pass 8:30 tomorrow morning. He will be given a dozen plants for free. He'd have to pay for it.
All right, so here's what. Because he has waited give him 15.
15?
Yeah.
Yeah, my brethren, that he can get 15.
So you'll get 15 plants tomorrow morning. You have to show up at the plantation site, and of course that is close to the river close to Lake Antwine. But on the river side, on the River Sally side,
yes,
right?
Yeah.
Right. So so Whitey, I hope I guess you're still listening to us. That's why you sent that message in. But it's good that and are those plants coming from the place where they have the war now?
From Israel.
That's what I say, where they have the war now.
Yes, Andre.
So that is
Special
Israel
planting.
plants. But they're not very tall,
They don't
BJ.
go tall, Andre, because you don't want them to break.
Oh.
Normally the size of the planting itself, the fruit itself, the width tend to break the trees, especially in the dry season when the tree don't pick up enough water. You can have breakage. So recognize that and brought in some smaller varieties.
Yeah.
That has they're sort of a drought resistant. They can go in hard dry conditions.
Okay. So, and how many hands do you normally get with those?
You can get between 7 and 10 hands.
Nice,
decent
hands.
Hands.
Okay, good. So, Mr. White, you get your 12 plus 3 tomorrow morning.
3 is bonus and interest.
Yeah, three, and that's because you waited for such a very long time.
It's tolerance.
Yeah, your tolerance. Okay, we've got a caller. Good morning.
Advantage of me, I want to run the credit. So we
Hey.
When you're coming in town.
Who's that, me? BJ. I don't know.
Andrew, every time I goes to any city in the world, I get sick. St. George's get me sick. The only tongue that don't get me sick is Sotes.
When you're coming in St. George's, Mister St. George's.
He doesn't know.
I don't have a clue.
Don't have a clue.
What you say? You don't know?
No, he doesn't know.
I thought you'd come in and bring down right fig and thing this week.
No, bananas get down every week, but I don't really travel with those. I sent it in St. George's to try to see if I can get some money and bring it back in the country.
You know melon and thing now?
Watermelon? Yes, but you would have to come for it.
Oh God, I don't transport. You can when the van coming down and
what a pity. Actually, it's a truck we use, and the truck don't get back up the same time. The guy normally stay down and
Yeah, but if I know when he coming down, I could put myself because who just send for food fair?
We don't sell bananas green. We sell them ripe. We ripe the bananas down in St. George's. You know a guy named Elroy who works on the port? He normally has trucks. He do trucking. If you contact him tomorrow morning, I can send you a watermelon. Take my number 415-8008. Call me 6:30 in the morning.
Hold on. Let me put it down one day.
I thought you said our credit.
415-8008.
415-80 what?
8008.
8008. All right.
All right, me send your watermelon in the morning. Call me 6:30. The truck leaves around that time.
When they pass over the hill to come down, I wonder.
They pass over the hills to come down.
All right. And if you have bananas, you can send some.
Hey, wait now. They put you there for that.
Making market there.
That's no problem. I can send you a package. Call me 6:30 in the morning.
All right, then take care, man.
What is the best time to plant seasoning pepper? Now is a good time?
Depends on the weather condition by you. Water is important.
It is.
The moisture in the soil is very important. Not too much, but
especially when you're transplanting.
Yeah.
Don't want the plant to go through shock.
You got that right?
All right then.
Okay then. One love, good. We got another caller here. Let's take that one if we can squeeze it in before the 9 o'clock hour. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Mr. Donald.
Yeah.
This is a question for BG.
Mm-hmm.
BJ, as it relates to planting vegetables, what are the advantages and disadvantages of planting vegetables in used tires?
Well, we don't recommend that you plant vegetable in used tires because of the nature of the tire. Sorry, I'm having a cough this morning. We don't recommend that because of the nature of the tire, the material that it's made up of from. It can leach into the soil and get into the plants, and it can be toxic in certain cases. So we don't really recommend that you do it. We recommend that, I don't know if you look at this area, Tantin by the tennis court, they would use a lot of tires there to hold up the soil, and they plant grass over it and stuff like that.
That is the Anglican High School grounds.
Anglican High School ground.
Yeah, no.
And we recommend tires for such, and things like flowers.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't recommend tires to actually grow vegetable. People do it, but I don't recommend it because of the nature of tires itself. Tires are made up of rubber and other materials, and they can deteriorate and get into your soil.
Okay.
Okay. Why I ask the question is that when I plant vegetables in tires, I get a better yield than when I plant it straight into the soil like that. When you go in the tires, there's a much better yield.
You should, because you basically hold whatever is there in that localized area. The weed control and thing, I guess, is much easier and better. If you put your organic matter, it tends to stay in that area. And by putting the organic matter over a period of time, you can get what you call humus, which is very rich in plant nutrients. So most people do that. They tend to have a tire, they put the seasoning and whatnot. I'm sure if you eat it, it wouldn't kill you, or it wouldn't kill you now, but over a period of time, it may have carcinogenic effect and other effects on you. I have no doubt about that. Just because of the nature how they make those things. Because although the rubber plant that you make tire from, that by itself cannot give you a tire. You have to add other
other impurities. Other impurities to it, so as to give you the tire.
To get you the tire.
So it's not recommended.
Thank you very much.
All right, then good. But BJ, I understand the part that you said, because you put the soil inside of the tire, the nutrients aren't going to go anywhere. They're going to stay right there in that soil. So you will get a better yield, but you also don't know what, as you say, the tire is leaching into the soil. And you also getting that in a strong dosage.
Yeah, but you doesn't really know because you don't kill it instantly.
Know. Yeah.
So it's not recommended.
So
but
flowers
ornamentals and
retaining walls
those
and
things
stuff
are
like
okay.
that. Yeah.
For tires.
That project you spoke about in Tantine is a nice project.
Very nice. I look at it all the time.
Yeah, it's a really nice project. I like it.
When you was traveling on the western side, somewhere Cherry Hill,
Molyneux. Just where they had the slide.
Yeah. The guys used to put some there and put some flowers and stuff, and it used to look really great. Yeah,
really good, really good. So, about time for us to say goodbye. BJ, thank you so very much for being a part of our program
welcome.
once again.
Morning to the listening public again.
And have a nice day.
You take care. God bless you, my brother.
Win all you can if you can. What is the password for today? We have come a long way. That's the password for today for Win All You Can if you can. BJ, have you listened to the program? Do you like it?
Yes, Andre.
You're a sponsor.
Yes, why not? We keep people.
You listen to it?
Listen, Andre, with all the stress and problems that people are having these days, it's nice that you have something to keep people occupied, because sometimes you're home and a little radio program, a little game, a little, whatever, chatting with somebody can save you from a lot of things. A lot of bad things.
Yeah, we can get some bananas and so.
Yeah, that would be okay for next week, yeah?
Yeah,
so
next week so that they'll be part of the giveaway.
No problem, brethren.
All right, then. Thank you.
Take care.
Take care. Good.
Gittins Home and Garden Center, your main pillar for agricultural supplies in Grenada. We supply fertilizers, herbicides, seedlings and nursery supplies, diesel water pumps, walk-behind tillers, organic and environmentally friendly agricultural inputs. We're serving you from 2 locations at Birch Grove and booth 34 at the Vendors Market in Grenville. Cost-effective agricultural solutions for all your needs. Visit Gittins Home and Garden Center for the best in everything agriculture. Call us on 409-21